Hi y'all, Tracey, Trials of a Long-Haired Girl here. We're gonna try getting back into some sort of a routine. So this is kind of a catch-up chat and a plan with me. For those of you who were around at the beginning of the year when I did my goals, most of which, frustratingly enough, I have not obtained, which neither here nor there at this point. I just need to focus and move forward. I have actually pulled the trigger and sent in my application, which has been approved for me to take my certification test. So this test, so that I will be a certified paralegal. I messed up basically because I was trying to multitask, and I was not able to schedule my test, and now I have to wait until they fix the thing before I can schedule it. But my plan is to try to do it on December the 17th if that date is still available. To that end, I need to spend some time studying and stop lollygagging, for lack of a better phrase. So just to kind of explain my absence, which I said when I did the last Tag Tuesday that I did, that I would explain it in another video, and that was my intent. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. So, what happened was, I had started my Transforming Tracey, which I really should have stuck to, hindsight. But my and my husband's wedding anniversary was August the 8th. I was determined that I was going to be present for our anniversary trip. We didn't go any place that we hadn't been before. We in fact went someplace we had been before. But we stayed someplace different. I found an Airbnb that wasn't super expensive, that turned out to be very nice, and there were the people who own it, the hosts, were very nice, and it had a swimming pool. And I told my husband, we're using this pool. And I think I used it probably more than he did because I was in it. While I only got in the pool one day, I actually was in the pool for probably a couple hours at least. But I enjoyed my time in there. And I enjoyed my time and being present with my husband, just hanging out. We did some reading. We walked across the street. The place that we were at, there was an antique shop literally across the street. So we went there and walked around, and I actually got some glass bake. We had pie at a little place called Pie Peddlers. We had, we went to a soda fountain, and I had a purple cow. We had barbecue. We just enjoyed our time together. And I felt like that was more important than me trying to record everything and trying to make sure that I had content at that point. Sadly, it kind of got me out of my routine of posting, and I just kind of quit posting anything. Then we had a situation with my oldest son. I wound up having a trip to the emergency room. Thankfully, they determined it was just anxiety. But I had so much pressure in my chest that I got up, I worked for about an hour, and then I walked into the bedroom and told my husband that I needed him to get up and get dressed because I needed him to take me to the emergency room. And fast forward, you know, the emergency room doctor said, "Who's your cardiologist?" "Oh, I've never heard of him." I said, "Well, he's actually retiring at the end of the year. But, you know, he's at this location." And she called him and he said, "You know, because I'm retiring, it's a little harder to get in to see me right now. I would like her to go ahead and stay there, have a stress test, etc., to make sure everything is fine." I feel like everything's fine because she just had a stress test last year. You know, her echoes have been good, but I just want to err on the side of caution. So they did all my tests, everything came back, that was all good. And I just saw him actually Wednesday. I saw him Wednesday. That was my last appointment with him. He said everything looked good, but here's the thing. I weighed in much higher than I would have liked to in his office. I really hadn't eaten a whole lot. And in fact, a lot of days I haven't really been eating a whole lot because I've not really been super hungry. But like before I went to go see him, I had, I think, a bowl of cereal, maybe. And I had some Cheez-Its and water. That was it. And I weighed in on his scale at 200 even. And this is not a number that makes me happy. This is not a number that I want to see. So, that being said, I'm not happy with that. And I know what I need to do to fix it. So, I need to do that. Anyway. So, what I thought I would try to do is that I would start trying to do basically, I'm going to call it Make a Plan Monday, where I will go over with you kind of my schedule for the week, and my meal plan. And not all of this is going to be Weight Watchers. I really need to get back on plan. I've kind of been floundering. I'm not gonna lie. So I need to really decide what I'm gonna do and do it. Anyway, so let me move the camera and we'll get started. Okay, hopefully you can see this. I need to grab the right pens. Okay, so Monday morning, I'm going to do my prayer. Tuesday, again, prayer. And through the week, my weekends, it won't necessarily be at 6 o'clock. But there's that. Then I will do my workout immediately following. I have actually started doing a plan with a friend. And I probably should actually write the number of steps that I need on each day. So tomorrow is 6,000. Tuesday is 7,500. Wednesday is 8,500. Thursday is 5,000. Friday is 8,000. Saturday is 10,000, and then Sunday is back down to 5,000. And I did 5,000 steps today. So there's that. And then okay. Sorry, I have to get the right pen. Then for my professional goals, when I log off work at 5 o'clock, I'm going to try to go study at the library from 5 to 6, or it may be 5:30 to 6:30, but okay, so here's the thing. Technically, my studying on Wednesday is going to be here at home. Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, I can go to the library. But Wednesday, I cannot, because we have church on Wednesday, which starts at 7 o'clock. Sorry, I need to look back. I had a... Okay, I was doing... So, I will mark from 7 to 8, and I know that's church on Wednesday, and then on Sunday, we typically have to get there at 8:15-ish, and I guesstimate it normally goes about 1. And I just take a highlighter for that and just kind of mark the time in there. So, oh, okay, so this is my church day. So I can't go that day unless I choose not to eat, or I eat something before I technically get off work. But I've got study questions and stuff like that together that I can study for an hour before church. So if I can get some time in, otherwise there. If I study on Friday, it's going to have to be here at home. I'm not designating a time on Saturday specifically because this Saturday is going to be a little crazy. Probably going to do it on Saturday morning, but I have not determined that yet because I also have to cook because we celebrate All Nations Sunday on the 23rd. So we will have, we actually will leave and go have a lunch somewhere, and we make things different. We have different cultures. We have some Jamaicans that we go to church with. My husband, as you may or may not know, was born in Canada, so we typically bring Nanaimo bars and poutine. So that actually, I'm going to have to make the Nanaimo bars on Saturday. We'll have to get everything together so we can pack up and go on Sunday. So this Saturday's going to be hectic, but hopefully I can get everything worked in. I just don't quite know yet the definitive times for that. Then, as far as meal planning, I think I have a color for that. What I've started using my Good Notes app to do that, to do my meal planning. So Monday, we're doing potato soup. Tuesday, quesadillas. Wednesday, beans, cornbread, and potatoes. Thursday, beef stew. Friday is pizza night, and quite honestly, I bought frozen pizzas. And then Saturday, I'm thinking pork chops. We typically go out to eat on Sundays, so I don't necessarily plan that day. But this is kind of my meal plan for the week. For those of you that know me, who've been around for a while, this meal plan is subject to change without notice. Then my plan is I will have a video to come out on Mondays. And a video to come out on Tuesdays when we have a Tag Tuesday. And then a What's Cooking on Wednesday. So right now that's the plan. And hopefully, I apologize, hopefully you can see all of this. I'm sorry, I just put my arm right in the way. Okay, so there is my Monday. My calendar starts on Monday. So there is my Monday. My goal is 6,000 steps. I'm studying potato soup, and we're probably going to have some bread with that. My Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then what I currently have planned for Friday. Hopefully, like I said, here, hold on, let me adjust. So hopefully, I will be able to get everything together on Saturday. It's a lot that I need to get done, but I need to dedicate at least a couple of hours to going down to the library and sitting down to study and making sure that I have that done. And And probably that's going to happen, like I said, early on Saturday mornings. I know, for instance, this Saturday, this one, my husband has rehearsal at church from 9 to 11. And then he is going to work with my son on his car. And I don't know how long that's going to take. I mean, it's going to take as long as it will take. So probably I'm going to have to work in my grocery shopping on Friday. So my meal plan will probably have to be done by Thursday for next week. At this point, like I said, I haven't really been focusing on being on plan. I've kind of been floundering, and it's frustrating. But I need to definitely keep an eye on my blood pressure, and kind of where that is, and what I need to do to make sure that I am staying on top of that, and my heart health. Because quite honestly, like I was telling my friend Rochelle earlier, I am finding that like all my joints hurt. My back hurts. I've been using my standing desk more, or trying to use it more, but part of the problem with that is, I think I forgot to mention that I had to go to the dermatologist, and because I was having some problems with my legs, after my husband and I went on our honeymoon anniversary trip, I was having some problems with my legs because we went to a state park, and it was very hot. Not quite triple digits, but hot. And they did a biopsy on my leg. Initially, they told me it was something that when I Googled it, basically it's called Disney rash. But when they called me, it was not that. It was something else. But they told me it wasn't anything to worry about. I just needed to be cautious, especially when I'm walking in the heat. So, things to note, things to know. Yeah, I've been yammering for a bit now, so, that's kind of my plan. Hopefully I will get a better angle on my calendar, next time, so that it will be easier for you to see. But kind of, so I at least have a game plan, and I'm trying to be accountable. Like I said, this week, it's not really, I'm not planning around Weight Watchers or how many points I'm eating. I'm planning around what we have that we need to get used up. Oh, and also on Sunday, which is, as I said, we're celebrating All Nations Sunday, we will also be having a Croctober video collaboration coming out, hosted by Joan over at Joan's Pointed Plate. I believe it goes up at 9 Eastern, which is 8 Central, but I'll let you know. I know it's Sunday, for sure. Wednesday's video, I believe, is going to be my pigs in a blanket casserole, and that actually is not really bad in points. If I'm being honest, I grew up having pigs in a blanket, and it's kind of comfort food for me, and I was trying to figure out, after my son's diagnosis with pre-diabetes, I was trying to find a way to work in some comfort food for him, that we could all eat. And that's what I came up with. So I will share that video, and then we've got a the Croctober collab video coming up on Sunday, and then I will have another soup recipe that was new to me coming up next Wednesday. So then I will see you again on Monday, next Monday, for the Make a Plan Monday. I hope you have a great day. I hope I have explained myself well enough that you kind of understand my absence and will stick with me, because I'm really trying to get back into doing what I know I need to do. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe. I know I've kind of been a hot mess, so I understand. Hit the like button if you liked this video, and I will see you next time. Have a great day, y'all. Be blessed.